For a while now, for a long time, I've wondered how you can get more power out of a stock small engine without modifying it at all. Completely stock. More power, no modifications, nothing. So long as the carburetor is tunable, it's doable. And so I never had the chance or wanted to spend the money to try this. But I've wondered for a while now how much nitromethane you could run through a small engine. Would it run on it? Would it be safe? What are the benefits? What are the cons? What are the drawbacks? Well, there are little model airplane engines. You know? Model airplane engines, just like this one. Little Cox 049. Those are a nitromethanol or nitromethane engine, nitro engine. Now, those have no plastic parts in them. No rubber parts, no plastic parts, nothing to rot. Except the little inch of fuel line in some of the fuel tanks. And if you're wise, you'll use nitromethane proof fuel line for that. So I decided, hell, I want to know what the benefits and drawbacks are. So I was talking to a guy who works for my neighbor. I stopped by to ask my neighbor if she wanted some chickens. I know a guy who's trying to get rid of some. Doesn't have room for him anymore. My neighbor sometimes is looking for more chickens. She wasn't this time. But her hired hand came over, saw the CB antennas on my Jeep, and said, "Hey, you want some CB radio stuff? I have about a dozen Cobra 29 LTD radios, new in the box. Whole bunch of antennas, extension wires, coax cables, the whole 9 yards. New, that you can just have." I said, well, hell yeah. Seriously, what kind of an idiot do you think I am? That's over $2,000 worth of stuff that guy just wants to give me. We've talked for maybe an hour. Most of that talking was done right then. Yeah. So I said, I'm giving you something for him. Are you into model airplane engines? Because I just started investing in small little model airplane engines on eBay. Gonna try to fix them up and resell them. So he said, I used to do that. Hey, you want some fuel for him? I said, sure, I'll give you something for it if you want. No, just take it. I got it for $3. I can get it for $3 a gallon if I want to. I'm like, holy shit. Are you kidding me? Give me a few gallons if you would. So he goes to his camper, pulls out almost a full quart of nitromethane fuel for model airplane engines. Hands it to me and says, here you go. So I decided, heck, now I have the option to see how a chainsaw will run on that. So the pros to running nitromethanol is power gain. Extreme power gain. It revs up higher, it revs up quicker, has a higher octane, so it takes more to get pre-ignition to happen, which leads to severe engine damage in many cases. And it burns slower and gives more torque. Yep, this is 20% nitro. So I've already done the filming for the chainsaws, but the drawbacks: you're going to have to replace your carburetor internals and your fuel line. You're going to have to replace it. You're going to have to either replace it with nitromethanol or nitromethane proof fuel line and diaphragms, or you are going to have to just keep on replacing them with gasoline safe ones. Another drawback is that you're going to have to run more fuel, quite a bit more, a whole lot more. Just ask any dragster. They get like 30 gallons to the mile. That's what their fuel economy is. Yeah, it's not quite that bad, but it's about six or 7 gallons to the mile for a good one. Yeah. With a Chevy 350. Seriously. So, let's take a look, shall we? But what chainsaw am I going to use? Oh boy. What chainsaw will I use? Some of you guys are going to hate me. But I know these things can take a licking and keep on ticking. They are tough. They are some of the toughest damn saws I ever seen in my life. 54 cc's. They'll tie with the 60 cc family of Stihl saws, S-T-I-H-L. If you tune them right, run the right fuel, they'll tie pretty easy. Some of you guys are gonna hate me. Here it is. A Mac 1010, McCulloch Mac 1010, with the right hand start. Now, I gave the... I'm just gonna say it right now. The odds were heavily in favor of the left-hand start 1010, the normal one with the handbrake, no nitromethanol. The odds were heavily in favor with that one. Here's why. Full chisel chain, new bar. It's running completely stock. It's also got a longer bar. Now, I don't know why, but I have noticed that for some odd reason, it's been very consistent for me so far. The longer the bar that I'm using, the more power that saw seems to have. The more cutting power it seems to have. I put a 24-inch bar on my rebuilt 1010 long before it was rebuilt. And I was using the whole thing, putting my whole weight on the damn thing, and it was still pulling that chain like it was an 18-inch bar. Or a 16-inch bar. Now, the one without nitromethanol, I'm using a 20-inch bar on that. The other one, I'm using a 16-inch bar, I think. 16 or 18, I don't remember. But, and the 20-inch bar is brand new with a brand new full chisel sharp chain. I've done a lot more fine tuning on that same saw. It's just, the odds were heavily in favor of that one, as well as there being less oil in that one. Less oil. less fuel. Less fuel, more power. To a certain extent, then you start running lean. But the extra fuel, it can be good in some areas, but 40-to-1 fuel ratio seems to be the best so far. I was probably running about 15 or 20-to-1 with the nitromethanol. Yeah, pretty thick. Probably closer to 20-to-1. But the odds were just heavily in favor of the 10-10 with the brake. But the one I ran Nitro through, old, used, shitty bar that needs resurfaced, old, used, stretched, shitty chain that needs sharpened, and it's a shorter bar. I don't know why it likes a longer bar, but they all like a longer bar, whether or not you're using all of it. I don't know why, they just do, to a certain extent. So, even though odds were heavily in favor of the one with the brake, the one running Nitro, it won. And the one running Nitro has always been the weakest of them. It's always been the runt. I don't know why, but it's always been the runt of the bunch. Dad's Poulon, his little 43cc Poulon will outdo that thing with normal gas. Yeah. It'll outdo that pretty easy. It'll outdo that 1010 pretty easy. Not anymore, though. This 1010 has now beat all the rest. It has now beat the 310 DSP, which is 57cc. Yeah. I can hardly tell the difference between the 1010 with the brake and the 310 DSP. I can hardly tell the difference at all. That little 1010 beat them all. I could feel more power. I was pushing on it pretty damn hard, too. I'm just gonna say, I'm effing impressed. Anyways, as always, hope you liked the video. Hope you enjoyed it. I sure had fun. This was real fun. Just remember, if you decide to do this, with alcohol comes problems. That goes for people as well. Not just chainsaws, but with alcohol comes problems. Anyways, if you liked the video, please press subscribe and like, and leave a comment below. Tell me what you think of it. Maybe I'll do a video of running that stuff in my Kawasaki G4 TRC if I can get enough of this. If I can get this stuff for the same price as gasoline, hell, I'll probably run it. Add a little Kawasaki oil to it. Run the shit out of it. Gas is up to $3.20 a gallon. If I can get this for $3 a gallon, mix them? I don't know.